In the heart of the storm, a tale of horror begins to weave its web. The gusts of wind that flutter around you carry an eerie whisper, like the soft lullaby of a forlorn spectre. Amidst the swirling tempest, a bolt of lightning cleaves the darkness, revealing the grim silhouette of the Crawford mansion. This imposing edifice, standing tall and proud, seems to pierce the heart of the tempestuous night. The mansion is no ordinary dwelling. It is a fortress of dwelling. It is a fortress of stone and mysteries, a testament to a time long forgotten, and a monument that embraces the storm with an intimidating strength. The spectral glow of lightning illuminating towering turrets instills a sense of unease, their daunting shadows slicing through the storm-ridden night like ancient gargoyles. Amidst the calamitous weather, the mansion, a fossilized giant from a different era, stands unyielding, its vacant windows like the hollow sockets of a skull. This formidable structure is not just a building, it is a sentinel of secrets, a harbinger of hidden horrors, a silent sentinel that guards the town's most deeply buried truths. As the storm intensifies, rain begins to fall like a torrent of tears, each drop adding to atmosphere, painting a picture of melancholy and despair. The air itself seems to shudder under the weight of the storm, as if the town is holding its breath, waiting for something horrible to happen. Yet even in the face of such chilling desolation, the town maintains a facade of tranquility, a deceptive veil barely concealing the dread lurking beneath the surface. Welcome, dear viewer, to the tranquil town of Serenity Falls, a town where secrets are as common as the cobblestones, and where your deepest, darkest fears are never more than a heartbeat away. Have you ever thought about what hides within the recesses of your consciousness when darkness descends? In the small, quaint town of Serenity Falls, nestled amid the towering mountains and the verdant forest, life as we know it was akin to an old, comforting fairy tale. The town had had an enchanting aura, a mystical charm, an aura that was disrupted when a frosty winter arrived, bringing with it a chilling wind that whispered tales of an ancient curse, stirring the quiet tranquility of the town. At the very heart of the town stood the Crawford mansion, a grand stone structure cloaked in countless riddles and enigma. For years it had been unoccupied, harbouring the town's darkest secrets. With an eerie silence and a palpable air of mystery, it stood tall, casting long, forbidding shadows under the pallid moonlight. The mansion, wrapped in the fabric of time, held secrets that were yet to see the light of the day. Its windows, like hollow eyes, stared unblinkingly at the town. The mansion was a silent sentinel, guarding its secrets, a testament to the passage of time and the mysteries it held. Its stone walls were cold and unyielding, holding within them tales of love, betrayal, and sorcery. The mansion was an enigma, a symbol of the town's past, and a holder of its most closely guarded secret. For decades it stood unoccupied, a silent sentinel with the town's darkest. The mansion was an enigma, a puzzle with pieces that didn't quite fit. This was a realm where twilight played with shadows, engaging them in an eternal dance, murmuring tales that echoed through ages unknown. The air was thickly laden with an intriguing aroma of ancient manuscripts, mixed with traces of vanished life, forming an intoxicating mixture. This smell was charged with a faint undercurrent of something much darker, perhaps an untold secret hidden its walls. It piqued a sense of curiosity, yet it was accompanied by a chilling sense of foreboding, something sinister. One day, a stranger arrived in town. Jack, a bold and audacious newcomer, felt a chilling sensation as he gazed upon the ominous Crawford mansion, shrouded in mystery and a sense of foreboding. His instinctive inner voice echoed a warning of lurking peril, yet this did not deter him. Jack was a man who never backed down when faced with adversity or daunting challenges. Undaunted by the uncanny aura surrounding the mansion, he was fueled by an unwavering resolve to peel back the enigmatic layers hiding its secrets. He was determined to uncover the secrets that the mansion held. As Jack ventured into the mansion, he was engulfed by an uncanny quiet. The dilapidated abode seemed alive, its aged structure narrating melancholic and terrifying stories. Advancing through the spiderweb-decorated corridors, he experienced a chilling drop in temperature. The atmosphere was thick with an ominous presence. The mansion seemed to echo with the silent screams of its past, its dark corners harbouring secrets best left undiscovered. The feeling of being watched intensified, like an invisible gaze tracking his every move. He could feel unseen eyes watching him, following his every move. He stumbled upon a room filled with antique portraits, the eyes of the depicted subjects appearing to trail his every move. In the middle of the dimly lit room, he noticed an array of portraits ranging from royal figures to war heroes, each holding a unique story. Among this eclectic collection, one stood out, a portrait of a young maiden. The girl's eyes were hauntingly filled with a deep-seated melancholy, a quiet yearning for succor etched in her gaze. The portrait was surreal. She was almost lifelike, evoking a sense of profound empathy. Jack, captivated and intrigued, felt an undeniable bond, an inexplicable connection pulling him in. Weeks turned into months, and with each passing day, Jack delved deeper into the mansion's past. Poring over dusty books and ancient records, he unearthed a diary. This was no ordinary journal. It belonged to the young girl haunting the portrait that hung in the grand hallway. Elizabeth Crawford, the name echoed through his thoughts. Encased within the brittle pages were entries describing consumed by dread and suffering. Unfolding before him was the chilling narrative of a curse that had ensnared the Crawford family for generations. A chilling tale of the Crawford family's curse. On one fateful night, Jack stirred from his slumber, stirred by a soft, melancholic lullaby that echoed through the silence. Roused, he followed the ethereal melody, his feet him down familiar corridors, until he found himself standing in front of Elizabeth's portrait, an object steeped in mystery and heartache. But tonight, something was amiss. The painted eyes of Elizabeth, which usually held an ocean of sadness, a testament to her tragic past, had changed inexplicably. Instead of the usual sorrow, they now mirrored a chilling emotion, one that sent shivers down his spine. Fear. Suddenly, the entire mansion shook, a deafening roar echoing through its halls. The air was thick with anticipation. The deep rumble of fear seemed to permeate every room, shaking the very foundations of the place. Whispers turned into loud, discordant voices. The noise was overwhelming, a haunting chorus that was impossible to shake off. It was as if the mansion was alive, screaming out for help. The cries were filled with desperation and torment, a soundtrack of terror that filled the silence. The temperature dropped dramatically, an icy chill sweeping through the mansion. Jack's breath was coming out in desperate gasps. And then there was silence. An eerie quietness that filled the room, wrapping everything in a blanket of stillness so absolute, so profound, that it was nearly deafening. The only thing that could be heard was the gentle tick-tock of an antique grandfather clock standing tall in the corner, its sound resonating in the empty room, punctuating the silence with a rhythm of time passing by, seemingly mocking the scene that lay before it. The portrait of Elizabeth, once vibrant with her captivating beauty and spirit, now hung empty on the wall. The canvas that had once been her prison was now blank. Her painted figure, her vivacious smile, her sparkling eyes that held a world within, all had vanished, leaving behind an incomprehensible void. The colours, the strokes, the artistry, everything that had once represented her existence had now been erased. The portrait that had trapped her for so long was now just an expanse of emptiness, a vast nothingness that echoed the silence of the room. Her figure was no longer trapped within the confines of the canvas. What occurred in the aftermath? What was the destiny of Jack and the spectral image of Elizabeth Crawford? Those are questions we will delve into, but not today. Now we are left hanging on the precipice of their tale, a riveting narrative still shrouded in mystery and speculation. A tale that weaves its way through the undercurrents of the otherwise peaceful town of Serenity Falls. A tale that will be unravelled in due course. So, for now, we must leave it at that. Until then, remember, not all is as it appears in the serene town of Serenity Falls.